welcome to Exchange Student in Fiberland. I am Mary Gale, also known as Mary Gale. I cracked myself up, or something like that. It is Friday, October 26th, and this is episode number 32. Thank you for joining me. I wanted to start off by saying that today, or I don't know, sometime this week, is my knitting birthday. Anniversary, Knitti-Birthi-Versary, knitter birthday. I don't know how you say it. I think it sounds silly to just put versary at the end of everything, but I mean it's kind of catchy. Way more catchy than the day that I started knitting. That doesn't sound like a catchy title. Anyway, I know that it was this week 2 years ago because my son Connor wanted to be Harry Potter for oh my gosh, I wanted to say Christmas. Halloween. And so I made him a scarf, and that's how I began this wonderful journey of knitting. And I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you so much because knitting has been wonderful. It's kept me sane and probably kept me from depression and has really changed the way that I look at things, changed my whole lifestyle. But more than just the knitting, it's the knitting community. It means so much to me. I have met so many people online and in real life that have been so wonderful to me. They're amazing, they're inspiring, they're welcoming, they're giving. It's like this little society that has been built around knitting, but everybody involved is so sweet and great companions. And so I just want to say thank you. I don't know how to say all that without sounding. I am not like Pollyanna at all. I'm, in fact, probably more cynical than anything, but so for me to say like sappy things, it sounds funny out of my mouth, but I mean it. I mean sappy things. So sappy things are coming out at you. So, I wanted to show you the first thing that I made, the scarf. I wasn't going to show you. Oh, stop. See that? How I almost said like 5 different people's names, 5 different animals' names. Haku is off screen. He was out for a really long time. He's just getting a little too excited. So I think he needs to take a nap. Take a nap. Okay, here's the scarf that I made. It's really long. I have no idea how many I cast on. I had no idea how many to cast on. So this is for a little boy scarf. I could have done half of it and it would have been better. And it's just knitting garter, because I didn't know how to purl at all. This one had no idea how to purl. So it lives beside the door on the little, we have like a mirror with little keychain hooks, and it lives right there. And when we got Kita, our moose, the German Shepherd, I might take his little collar off. She didn't have the best manners. I mean, she's very sweet. She just gets excited when it's time to go outside. So she snagged it. So it's very, very snagged. But it's mine. Well, it's Connor's, but you know, I don't know. I've right here. I didn't know how to join. I think I ended up tying knots, and so this knot must have just come out because that's falling apart. But I think it's pretty even. Like, I think I did a really good job of keeping my stitches even. The joins are kind of wonky where they like I did it too tight. See how it bunches in. But I think that my knitting looks nice. And I also think that because of this scarf, I think of garter stitch as like beginner, well, it's obviously beginner, but like not as pretty or not as fun, I guess, as not fun. Fun's not the word. I kind of looked down on the garter stitch. Because that's what I did for this. And so if I could do that for this, then it must be too easy. It's like kindergarten easy. And I'm way past kindergarten. This is my 2-year birthday for knitting birthday. But I'm starting to appreciate garter stitch a little bit more. So, happy birthday, Mary. Happy birthday, knitting. Happy, yay. That's all. So, let's go ahead and get started. That looks bad. Here. It goes very well with that lovely chair, doesn't it? Let's get started with lessons I'm learning. I only have 2 works in progress, and you have seen this yarn over and over, so I'm sure you're tired of it. But the first one I'm going to show you is same yarn, but a different project. Nobody told me who made this bag. This is the bag from SSK. Does anybody remember who made them? Because I really like them. They're well put together. Cute material. But I don't remember who made them. Okay. So, you'll remember this yarn. Which I can't pronounce. Rio, I don't know. The yarn that I can't pronounce from another country. And before, it was attached to a hat, but now it is attached to one little baby booty. This is called the Oh Baby Booties by Double Diamond Knits. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. And I just got done saying that I liked garter stitch. I picked this pattern and it's garter stitch, which I'm very excited about. But you knit back and forth to make the cuff of the booty. So this will be the cuff like that. And then you pick up stitches here, and that's all I remember about the pattern. But won't that be cute? One thing about this is it said, like, after you pick up the stitches, it says to knit, I think, 6 garter rows. And I was a little confused about that, because does that mean 6 knit and purl? Because a garter is knit row and then another knit. Like you turn it around and knit it. You know what a garter stitch is because that's kindergarten work, right? I was confused whether or not I was supposed to do 6 rows or 12 rows altogether. But Ponky, another crafty girl, the girl that I'm in love with, what I want to be when I grow up. She's younger than me, so how do you say that? But anyway, she wrote on Plurk that if it were 12, it would be garter ridges, but since it says garter rows, then I only have to do 6. So, that is going to be a quick project. I just haven't had time to knit on it. So, hold on. I'm sorry. I'll tell you about that in a second. The other thing that I'm working on, you have also seen the yarn. But it was a different project. I was having the roughest time with this, but I finally got it. I am making a lacy scarf called Sue. It's the Sue Ickes colorway from my mother-in-law for breast cancer awareness. And I keep having problems with focusing. Just now I was having problem focusing. I couldn't remember what I was talking about. But I wanted a nice lacy pattern, but I didn't want to have a chart to follow or anything. And so I found one, and then I lost that pattern. And then I found another one, and even though it was simple, I still kept messing it up because I was talking And sorry, I'm yawning. I was talking and couldn't remember, like, did I knit 2 and then purl 3 and then yarn over, or, you know, I like the pattern changed just a little bit every couple rows, and so I couldn't keep up. So I'm now doing this pattern, which I again do not know the name of the pattern, but it is just simply you knit 1 and then you yarn over and then you knit 2 together. And that's what you do on both sides. I don't have to worry about remembering the pattern. It's turning out really pretty and lacy. I think it'll be nice when it's blocked. And I like it. And I can talk while I do it, so I like it even more. And that's it. I am only working on those 2 patterns, or 2 projects right now. I am working on knitting little hats and little coffee cozy things and stuff like that, because I have a craft fair coming up, and so most of my time knitting is doing that. But these are the ones that I like to do. So like this is the like fun time, because the other time is hard work knitting. Like you have to keep it separate, right? Otherwise people think you play all day. So I have to tell them, this is my hard work. I'm knitting right now for work. This is a play. All right. And I have ready for final exam, which is my finished object. I have, I bet you can guess what it is. I'll just bring my bag back up and reach into my bag and pull out my hat. This is the slightly twisted rib baby hat. I'll show you the top because it's so cute. Little pinwheel. And the defining feature of this one would be the slightly twisted rib, which is from the Broken Heart sock pattern, and I really like it, and I want to make a pair of Broken Heart socks because of this, because it's cool. But I don't like toe-down or top-down socks. But I still want to do it, so I'll do it. But there it is. Ta-da! I put it on my head to model it. Alright, moving along very quickly. I want to move on to souvenirs. I have some stash enhancement to show you. Last weekend, I went to, I'm trying very hard not to yawn. I went to the Southern Indiana Fiber Arts Festival in Southern Indiana, and I didn't get very much, but I will show you what I got. I know that the Fat Squirrel Speaks already mentioned it on her podcast, but I wanted to shout out at her and say, oh, I know that man, because this is what happened. I was running late, because we took, I don't know, I can't talk. We're letting one of Josh's friends borrow our second vehicle because he was in a fender bender. Well, it was more of a fender bender because his car doesn't work, but I mean, he's safe and everything. But he's using our second car until the insurance covers it or whatever, I don't know. And so on Saturday, I needed our car and Josh had to work, so I had to take Josh to work and drop him off and then drive to Indiana and then drive back to pick him up. And I was very excited about going to the festival because I knew I was going to see Sandy and I was going to see Amy Beth, and it was going to be fun because I was going to be around fiber, and so it was going to be very fun, and I was very excited. So I'm like, let's go, let's go. My family does not do let's go very easily. And so we were running a little bit late. Plus, since Josh had to go to work, like, he obviously wasn't in a hurry. He didn't want to go to work. And so we were running a little bit late. We were probably about half an hour late. And then we were all like, they were already going before us and kind of waiting around to meet us around noon. And then I realized there was a time change, so I was supposed to meet them around noon, but I wasn't, even without being late, it would have been closer to 1, and then I was late, so it'd be like 1:30, maybe even 1:45. So I'm sorry I made everybody wait for me, but I'm very glad that you waited, because it was nice to meet you. But because of that, everybody did all their shopping before me, and anyway, what I was going to say was that when the fat squirrel was speaking about buying her roving, and she was talking about the old man that had like the little rolly cart, like walking, what's that thing? I don't know what it's called either, but like the walking like wheelchair. I went to him too because Sandy pointed him out. She's like, this is wonderful and he's not expensive. And so I went and got this whole bag for $9. It is Shetland roving, and I'm very excited about it. I need to take more time to spin because I haven't been practicing, so every time I practice it's like starting all over again, so I need to just focus. I need to make my own Tour de Fleece. Mary de Fleece. Tour de Mary. So, yeah. And I thought it was really cute because when she was describing him, he was very cute. But the same, like, I went up to him and I said, do you take credit card? Oh, no, we don't take credit card. I'm like, okay, because I had the cash. I just would rather have put it on my debit card. And he said, but my friend down the way, she'll take she has one of those phone things and she'll take it and then she'll just give us the cash. So we can hook you up. So it was really sweet because then he called his wife who was around the corner outside. I don't know what she was doing. She came back and then we all took a little field trip around the bend to another shop and used her phone and did PayPal on there it's my PayPal debit card. So anyway, yeah, it was fun. This is the first thing that I got, and the second thing, which I only got 2 things. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's so soft. It is Prime Alpaca Mist. It is 665 yards, 8 ounces. And it is so soft. So soft. Maybe. And I got it for Josh. So I don't know what it's going to become. I was looking on Ravelry to try to find a pattern and I couldn't find anything. But holding this, maybe I should make him a pillow and then leave it in our bed so that I could have it too. So, anybody have any ideas what this wants to become? I don't know the name of the shop. I can show you this. I think it's gonna live on my lap for a little bit. So that's it for souvenirs. And now it is time to move on to the lemonade stand, which is stuff that has been going on in my Etsy shop, Spartacus Dies. Put this, we'll put it right here on Josh's computer. I think let's become a computer cover. No, it's too soft. It needs to be something that you wear. First thing, this is what the night before the festival, I couldn't sleep, so I made this. You'll recognize the pattern or the material, fabric, from the, I have similar bags in my shop with that fabric, but this one's for me. a little messenger bag. Thank you. But this is what I put. I have this, and I kind of carry it around as a purse, and then I put the two other project bags inside, which is nice, and there's plenty of room. I mean, I don't carry anything else other than my wallet that has my keys attached to it, so I don't really carry much in my purse, so I didn't really need a purse, but it's really cute, so I want to carry it around, so I do. But I have a similar bag in my shop. I'm going to be making more, but this is the only one that I have right now. It's a messenger bag. It's the same size. It has interfacing in it, so it's kind of, it's not like stiff, but it has a little bit of structure to it, and it is totally reversible. So this is one way, and then there's this big pouched type pocket right here, and this is the coolest thing. You then, well, I didn't finish. Let me finish what I was saying. So this is the front, and this is the back, and then this is the part that I was going to say is really cool. You take, if you don't want to have the Spider-Man showing, then you can flip the pocket, and you still get to have the pocket, only instead of it being on the front, it's on the back, and it's red. And then on top of that, you can turn the whole thing inside out. And totally reversible. Now, Spider-Man is on the outside on both with a red pocket. And then your big deep pocket is inside, and it's kind of like it's a floppy pocket. You can't see that. Towards the light. You can't see it anyway. That's like a floppy pocket, so it kind of makes two like sections if you want, but if you don't want two sections, you just make it flat against the side. So this is one of my newest creations, and I'm really having fun with it, so I'm going to make more of them. Different patterns, obviously. This makes me, and it's got, if you are still watching, I am sorry. It's like I'm having conversations halfway, saying half a sentence in my head before I even know what the rest is going to be, and I cutting myself off. I don't know what the problem is. More coffee. It's coffee. It's not wine. Who would drink wine in a coffee cup? I wanted to say that all of the insides you can't see because it's in the inside, but all of them are serged together. If you watch the Limnick Crochet Designs podcast, she did a podcast about bags, and I thought it was really informative, really helpful, and she talked about how people who sew do like double seams, and all of mine are done with a serger, and so it's a more professional finish, but it's also really sturdy. Like it's not gonna rip apart. I can't even show you how it's not going to, but it's not going to. The only thing that she talked about that I wanted to ask, hey, Lauren, why did you said probably about 85% of when the coordinating fabric inside is a solid color, it's not sturdy. And I have to disagree. Well, I don't know, because she has a lot of bags, so she could say 85% of those bags, but most of my bags have a solid coordinating color, but the fabric itself is the same quality as the print. So I have to disagree with that one. I just think that a lot of times it's hard, A, to either find a coordinating inside, or B, since most of my bags are reversible, I think it's nice to have a solid, like if you're feeling like more grown up and you want to have like a solid color showing, I think that works better. So this one is not like a total solid. It's kind of a marbly red color, but that's my 2 cents. Like, especially if you have interfacing between the solid color and the other one, then you won't have a problem with the quality. But I buy my solid color fabric either I get duck cloth, which is a little sturdier, or I mean I just buy the same quality of cotton that I get the print one from. So yeah, that's what I mean. I was thinking, I just wanted to have a conversation about what you think. Like, well, I can understand, because some, you know how you get like cheap t-shirts and sometimes they're kind of see-through. Like, I understand what she's talking about, but I don't I haven't come across that material when I've been making bags or when I've bought one. So that's what I was thinking. But anyway, the messenger bag. And I'm very excited to show you my new colorways. I have, first one is kind of Halloween-y, but they don't really look like Halloween colors, but they're Halloween themed. They are based on the Monster cereal. This is Count Chocula. Oh my gosh, you can't hardly see that. I wonder if I change this. I'm gonna move this light. You can look at my lovely chair, and I'm going to try to aim the light a little bit better. I don't know if it will work. Let's see. A little bit. This one is my Emily Gilmore base, which has cashmere in it. It's just chocolate. I love it. I don't really like to eat chocolate, like chocolate cereal and chocolate cake and stuff, but this is so pretty. The light is not doing it justice. It's kind of rainy out, so my other light's not very good, but there's one. And then the next one is probably my favorite, maybe. This is Frankenberry, and it's got 3 different kinds of pink in it, and a little bit of this gray color, and a little bit of white to represent the milk. See, it's not, maybe back here a little bit. I mean, it's bright, but it's not quite as bright as it's showing up on the screen. So, there's that. And then the last one is Blueberry. Ooh. Cuggy and Hippie Penguin told me a little hint about yellow bringing out the, I don't know. I don't understand it. Science. But maybe if I put yellow beside it, you can see it a little bit better. Like, it's bright, kind of a turquoise blue, and then deep blue, and then like a purpley blue. It looks a lot like the cover of Blueberry cereal. So look at that. So those are my, this one is also the Cashmere Emily Gilmore. The Count Chocula is cashmere, and then this one is just 80-20 with nylon. Superwash merino nylon. See? And then the next one, which I'm going to be doing more colorways in this series, but I only released 2 so far. They are from A Christmas Story. You know that story that plays on TBS? Like for over and over and over again on Thanksgiving, A Christmas Story, where it just cracks me up. The little boy wants a BB gun and for Christmas, and every time he brings it up, pretty much somebody says, "You'll shoot your eye out, kid." So this is called "You'll Shoot Your Eye Out, Kid." It's based on the cover of the DVD that I have. It's half red and half green. Mine is just a little corner where the blue is, so it's not, most of it is red and green, different shades of each color, and then a little bit of the turquoise blue to represent his eyes, because he'll shoot your eye out, kid. This is on 80/20. That's the Will and Grace base. And then I have one sparkles to show you. This is the Liberace base. And at the end of the movie, they have to go to, their turkey gets stolen by a dog. And so they don't have any food for Thanksgiving, so they go to a Chinese restaurant. And in the Chinese restaurant, they sing, and it's, they're singing fa la 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 la. Only since they have their accent, it sounds like ra 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 ra. And that is what this is called. It is mostly red, and then green and yellow, and a little bit of white. The yellow is supposed to be kind of goldy, which it looks goldish with the stellina. But it kind of reminded me of the Chinese New Year, and it also was like Chinese restaurants have the red and gold, and they're decorated for Christmas with the green. So, here we go. That is it for my lemonade stand for what I have up in the shop. I mean, I have more up in the shop, but that's all I'm going to show you right now. Feel free to go and look and see what is there. I am excited because I am going to be doing a craft fair next weekend. But because of the craft fair next weekend, my update will probably be pretty slim next week. I don't have much time because I'm getting nervous that I won't have enough to put in the craft fair. I'm probably not going to put very much yarn at the craft fair. It's going to be at a school, and I don't know that there'll be much draw. I mean, I'll bring some, but I'm going to mostly try to make bags, and then I'm going to be putting a bunch of knit items, and so I'm nervous. If anybody has any hints or tips to share with me, I have never done this before, and I'm a little worried that I'm going to, A, have enough stuff, and B, set it up right, and C, sell it for the, I don't know. I don't know why I'm nervous even, because I don't know what I'm getting myself into. But that's how I do my life, right? I always am like, hey, that's a good idea. Dive in. And then I'm splashing around and I'm like, oh, I should have asked about this. Oh. That's how I live. So, we'll see. I'm nervous, but I'm sure it'll be very fun and it'll be successful. I also wanted to talk about the Yarn vs. Zombies Stripey Tea Club. You have until October 30th, which is Monday, to sign up. So you should go and sign up. It's going to be for 3 months. It's 3 months, and it's stripey yarn based on a tea influence, and the price is really good. It's $110. I wrote down the same price for Australian and for US. That doesn't make sense. It's $110 if you live in it's $110 United States US money if you are in any country other than Australia. And then if you're in Australia, I think it's $100. I wrote down 110, but I thought that was really, I don't understand. Like, she must be, like, it can't possibly only cost $10 extra to mail it all the way to from Australia. I don't know. It's a really good deal. So, join me. I'm in the club. I don't have to be part of the lottery system. I'm already in because I'm so cool. And I'm so excited. So I would love for you to join too so that we can knit together. I want to talk a little bit more about the Fiber Festival, but I don't remember what I already said. I met Sandy there. I not met her as in for the first time, as in I got to see her again because we met at SSK, and her granddaughter was there, and I took Kira, and they had a really good time. The when you first walk in and you sign in and everything, they gave the kids a little like scavenger hunt paper thing, which I thought was amazing. Like to keep the kids busy, and it was entertaining. Connor really got into it. He really liked like going to the vendors and asking them questions. And there were some words on there that if you heard the word, you had to like put a little check mark beside it. So he was having fun tricking me into saying different words. But I thought it was really cool. And also saw Amy Beth, which again, thank you for waiting to meet me, and Amy Beth's friend, who I know your name, but whenever Amy Beth referred to you on the show, she just said my friend. So I don't know, like, am I not supposed to say your name? I don't know, I don't know how all this works. Like, I'm pretty much like, hey, this is me and this is everything, and I don't keep anything secret, but I know some people want privacy, and so I don't know if I'm not supposed to say her name. So I'm just going to call you Amy Best Friend, but it was nice to meet you too. And I want to put in a picture of the four of us, which again, I'm sorry if I'm not supposed to post your picture, but hey, if you got your picture taken with two big celebrities like me and Amy Beth, you have to know that you're going to be like plastered all over the interwebs, right? So here's the picture. Don't we look cute? Look at all that hand knit. I love Sandy's Sandy's jacket. It's so beautiful, and I don't remember what pattern it is. No, I don't remember. But you can ask her. She's Sandykins on Plurk, and I believe that's her Ravelry name as well. So, I wanted to talk a little bit more about Pinktober. Pinktober is coming to a close. It is over on Wednesday, so I won't be podcasting anymore about Pinktober. So I wanted to just give a little update. There are some things in my shop, some yarn and some keychain bags, and I think there's another project bag or two in there that are all labeled Pinktober. And if you purchase one of those items, then 10% of the proceeds go to the Susan G. Komen Foundation here in Nashville. And I'm very excited because I've had quite a few people purchase some of those items, and I wanted to say their names. Again, I don't know if I'm not allowed to say them, so I'm just going to say their first name. Suzette and Alita and Joanna and Emmy Lou and Peter and Helen. You know who that is. And Kathy, you know who that is. Stacy and Lauren. Thank you very much because you all have helped donate to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. The total so far is $16.85 is how much has been set aside to donate. I really wanted to donate more. Like, it sounds kind of piddly. Like, my heart is there. In my heart, I want to donate thousands of dollars. I kind of set a goal to donate $100, and that's kind of far off, but maybe we'll be able to. If you want to help with the $100, you can either purchase one of the Pinktober items, or you could go to exchangestudent.fiberland.blogspot.com and you could donate using the Donate Now button, and that money will go towards Susan G. Komen if you get it in there before October 31st. So, yeah, I'm really excited. I mean, it's money. Money is money, so I'm very happy to be able to give that to them. I just was hoping for a little bit more, but we'll see. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about, I am so excited. The High Fiber Diet podcast, Kagi, is doing the Knittin' in the Mitten retreat the November 9th, I think, or around November 9th. Sorry about the yawn. I need some of those, 5-hour energy drinks right before I podcast, so I'm like this. No, it doesn't affect me. Caffeine doesn't really affect me, so that's the problem. That's why I'm so tired all the time. I need a better drug. The Knittin' in the Mitten. The retreat is coming up, and I have been on the wait list since August. Which I'm donating something as I'm donating a bag and yarn for the door prize. And I told Kagi I would be happy to donate if I could deliver it in person. Haha. And then I was still on the wait list, and the wait list didn't seem like it was moving, and in fact I stopped watching because I was like discouraged. And then about 2 weeks ago, Kagi told me that I was the first one on the list. So I was still on the wait list, but I was the next one. And then I got really excited, and I'm like, no, don't get so excited, because, it's soon, so people would probably have dropped out by now if they were going to drop out. Guess what? Somebody dropped out. I shouldn't be excited about that, but I'm super excited because I get to go. I'm so excited. It's in Grand Haven, Michigan, and the first thing that I did was call my mom and get all excited and ask her, "Dear Mom, send money." No, I said, this is the retreat. It's $225, which is an amazing price. But I'm worried that, the whole not having a teaching job anymore thing, I was in really short notice. So I was like, in case I can't come up with the money, which I think I will, because I have that craft fair thing coming up. So anyway, I was like, can I just have a backup plan so I don't, not have the money when I need it? And she said yes. So then I was like, woo, I'm going. And then the next thing I did was contact my father-in-law. He lives in, my mother-in-law and father-in-law live in South Bend area, which is about an hour and a half south of Grand Haven. And I asked, I was telling him that I was going up there, and I was saying, if you want, you could probably have the kids. You don't have to take them by any means. Like, Josh will be home and he'll be staying with them, so that'd be fine. But, if I'm going to be up that way. And he said, sure, we would love to have the kids. And normally when we go up there, they pay for part of the gas money. And he said, if you bring the kids, I'll pay for part of your gas money. Woo woo! So it's working out. I didn't think it would, and it is, and I'm very excited. And I can't wait to see everybody and meet everybody and stay in my jammies all the time and be cozy. And this sounds bad, but you already know that I like to drink a little bit. I'm excited because at SSK we weren't allowed to have the alcohol on campus, but we can up in Grand Haven. So I think I'm just going to bring a couple boxes of wine with me. I'll share. And I'm excited. So if you are going to that, hi! I can't wait to see you. And that's it. That's all I got. Thank you so much for watching, and I would love to hear from you. You can contact me at Ravelry, Mary Gale. You can contact me on Plurk, Mary Gale. You can go to the iTunes, which is Mary Gail. You see the theme? Well, the theme changes because then you can also go to exchangestudentinfiberland.blogspot.com, and that's where the show notes will be. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye.